morning, Green Spring. Today is Monday, June 27th, 2011. Welcome to Village in Motion. And we have an exciting show here today to discuss the musical that we just ended a month ago, and all about how the costumes and the props, etc., were constructed by our two guests. Verna Findley. Hello, Verna.
Hi
glad
there.
you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, you are. You are glad to be here. And Ray Magliosi, who
Hi.
is wardrobe mistress extraordinaire, because she had to cope with changing all these costumes in these people, especially since they would run off stage and run back on,
Yes,
etc.
yes,
Welcome to both of you,
Thank you.
and we're so glad that I can't believe the response we got from all the people around to actually come back down here at 9 o'clock this morning to get dressed up again. The only thing we didn't do was put makeup on.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever
No
makeup they
makeup.
came with, that's what we have.
Yeah.
And so we're just delighted that we were able to showcase some of the outfits and so forth that we got. And when we start, which is with the Guys and Dolls, Mission Dolls,
Yes.
those costumes were actually enhanced. You brought, Ray, you went.
Yes.
What did you do?
We ordered the shirts from Blair.
Oh, from Blair.
From
From a
14
catalog.
The catalog, $14. And Verna made the epaulettes, and I sewed that with some help.
And now were the
June
gold
Edison
buttons
helped.
already
And-
on?
Oh, no,
Oh, yeah.
no. We changed the gold buttons.
Somebody once gave me a bag full of gold buttons, and I finally, after like 20 years, found
Yes.
some.
Had a use for them.
Yes.
Yeah, but the buttonholes were too small for the gold buttons.
Oh, no.
So that's why we sewed the buttons on the shirts.
I
Put
see.
some snaps for
And
the...
you have snaps or Velcro or something. We'll
Snaps,
show that in
snaps,
a few
okay.
minutes. Then they
Yes.
Verna made mission hats.
Yes.
And Verna
And
knew
nothing-
how to construct those. How many pieces are in one hat?
3 pieces to a hat.
Uh-huh.
The brim and the crown and the back part, like a bonnet. And I have they're authentic. I'm a mission doll myself.
You were the product of
product of a
Mission
Mission
family.
family,
Yes,
right.
yes.
So, they're relatively easy to make.
Well,
For
why
you,
don't-
for her.
Yeah, well, for Verna, yeah. Why don't we have our Mission dolls come in and give us a little rendition of how they entered our stage?
Oh, good. Yes.
Yes,
yes,
before.
yes.
Okay, you think we have a tune that we could do?
Stray no more, stray no more. Put down the bottle and we'll say no more. Follow, follow, before you take another swallow. Follow the boat and stray no more. Stray no more, stray no more. Tear up your portrait and play no more. Follow, follow the foe.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
What about Sim? We didn't see
Now, these are the shirts you were talking about that you ordered and then sewed on the decorations.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I wonder, would it help to take one of the hats off and show how they're made, or just turn
Well,
around?
certainly if you want to.
Or you can turn around and show.
My hair's all messed up.
But, maybe we could have a shot of the hat. And the ribbon, you put on the ribbon Save a Soul Mission, because
Oh, yes.
in the play, the mission was this Save a Soul mission. I don't know how many missions, I don't know how many they saved of the souls, but it was a real nice thing. And so I want to thank you all for coming, and I want you to just follow the fold. Follow, here's your leader. And Sim, by the way, before you take the drum, before you put it away, Sim, this is a drum that Verna made from scratch. I mean, it was made with embroidery hoops and
the lid of a box.
the lid of a box
and some muslin.
and muslin on the sides. And so you couldn't really beat the drum, but we used the piano to make the drum beat sound.
right.
That's right. So
That's why you didn't hear it today.
Yeah, we couldn't hear it today. Thank you, Sim. And now Sim is going to be one of the people that, if you would put that over, Gretchen. Now we're going to bring you over. Gretchen was the general in this show.
Gorgeous cape.
And it is a gorgeous cape, and Verna made that for Gretchen. She would ordinarily have a black skirt and black shoes on under it.
She
But
said she found 4 gold stars, so I'm a 2-star general.
now, Ray, you're going to go and help them change, because both of
Yes.
those people are in the next number. And thank you, ladies, for coming. Don't run too far away. Sim, now don't we want to come up here and change, please? I want to show the audience how you had to go backstage, get ripped out of one costume, get put into another costume, etc. And so Ray was the person in charge of all that backstage. And
Yes, I did the men.
she took care of the men, yeah. Now, usually they would have a black jacket over this. You'll see that as the other men come up. we asked, what in the hell is going on?
Here, just give it. There.
My hair's messed up.
Hey, that was Jane Ford's line. So then they got ascots put on, you see. We took old shirts and made ascot coverings with
Who has
Velcro.
the vest? Oh, here.
And then we did a vest that's also got faux buttons on it. There you go. Look at this. And with just that quick, he becomes an ascot gentleman. And with your coat on. Of course, you didn't have your coat on this time. And your hat. There. And then when he suited Ray, when she got finished with him, then she let him go out of the dressing room. Okay. Thank you, Sim, very much.
Thank you.
That's great. Now, the actual thing is there were lots of other costumes in the show, not just these two. There were lots of things because we had cockneys, and I don't know if Diane or someone in the control room has any film or any still pictures of the other costumes, but in actuality, Sim had to change twice or 3 times. Three times.
All the cockneys
And a
did.
few of the other men had to too. They
Yes.
had to rush backstage from one scene to the other in Guys and My Fair Lady. So this was a huge, major
Mess.
Mess.
It wasn't a mess, but it was.
No,
it was
was,
very. It had to be orchestrated.
Yes.
It had to be organized.
Absolutely
before,
orchestrated.
Yeah.
And so
And
now
Ray did it beautifully.
She
Well,
did.
thank
She
you.
had
I did not
everything between you
And
and
Marcia.
Marcia Aberly, who was the stage
Yeah.
manager. You had labels on everything backstage.
Oh, yes.
And
Yeah.
each man had his own place where his stuff went on the rack.
Yes.
So that was funny.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
good.
It was good. But the women were helped by June Anderson and Madeline Gilligan.
Yes.
I only did the men.
You only did the men.
That was a good job.
That was a big job, right?
Yeah, because they had to change very fast. And
Yeah.
from Cockney into Ascot, from Ascot into Cockneys. And
Yeah.
yes. And, we,
And then they'd come off stage, they'd be sweaty from
yeah, and
And
nervous.
some of the ladies in the, 2 of the ladies, I guess, in the Mission dolls had to change into dance costume and then
That's
into
right.
the street sweeper.
Yes,
costume.
so they
So-
had changes.
They
There
had
were
to
many
change.
costumes. And these shows, I think, could be illustrated just in hats. I mean, when you look at the gamblers and the kind of
Yes.
hats they wore, and you look at the Mission dolls and the kind of hats they
Yes,
they
that's true,
wore,
yeah.
and you look at our Fair Lady, they started out all on the street with straw hats with holes in them and caps that are dirty and so forth. And as each scene went along, we saw a progression of styles and from the different cultures in London, for instance. So it was great to just define it from hats itself.
Yes, it really was all about hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? I think we ought to see what the My Fair Lady people look like, don't
Yes,
you?
indeed.
Now here we're going to have a great parade of people. I think what we need to do is start with Millicent. If you and George, you were in the set, you were the very first ones that came on.
Colonel Pickering and Mrs.
Higgins.
Higgins. Pardon me, how can I forget?
Yeah, let's have them come all the way over here. And now this is how they came on. Would you describe this?
Well, they're coming on to Mrs. Higgins' box at Ascot, and Colonel Pickering is escorting her and telling her the news that her son is coming and he is bringing Eliza, the flower girl, to the Ascot, and Mrs. Higgins is upset, to say the least.
Indeed.
What a disagreeable.
She said.
Now, Verna, when you made that hat, it was all from scratch, right?
Oh yes, I used a really heavy pellon and wired the edge and of course ironed on the materials, and the flowers are all made of tissue paper.
Oh my gosh, tissue paper.
And the white stuff there was a piece of protective layer between the glass and the back of the frame.
I know we're showing the outfit now instead of the hat. There we go. Now we're showing the hat. And also, Miss Pickering's hat was made. All of the men's hats
All
were
the men's hats too are also made out of the pellon and wire and stuff.
Yeah.
And the cover is fake suede.
Fake suede.
Yeah.
Well, and you had to get everybody's measurements.
Oh, yes.
That was a big step in the whole costume
Yes.
process. And Verna made, of course, that gown and jacket that she has on.
But Fran made the vest.
I made all the best. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. If
Thank
you'll come around this way and just go behind and stand. Next couple, come on in. Let's get closer here now so we don't waste a lot of time. We explain who we have here.
Yeah, this is two of the Mel Searle and Frances Hooneman and Kay Cumby. They were all in the Ascot scene and did the dance and everything else. Mal was also a Cockney, and
Frances was a gambler.
yes. So they all played all kinds of people.
Now turn around so that we can see the backs. Aren't they lovely, those costumes? They're just beautiful.
Hats.
Beautiful.
I'm seeing skirts.
Yeah, well, I know they're seeing skirt. I don't know whose camera is on. It's his camera on, but I guess they want to show the skirts as well.
There, okay, that's better.
Very nice, very nice. And thank you all very much.
Yeah, thank you. You look great.
Could we have the music for the Ascot scene? Is that up there? Come on in, next group. You know, all our men aren't here today for some reason.
Oh, well, that's great.
No, they are not. No,
They're not here.
Oh, they're not
No.
here.
No, there are two missing.
Who's missing?
Well, Oscar,
Oscar,
And
yes.
Andrew.
and Andrew had to be
I know.
filming this. So
Yes, I know.
Come
He's
over
right
this
there,
way,
but-
please, all the way over.
Okay.
Yeah, and now, look like you're enjoying it. Come on. Hey, those purples all go together well.
Yes, they look great together.
Yes.
This is Jenny King, Howard Waxpress, and Ruth Tomasco. Now, Ruth was also a lady gambler, and she had the dice and all that, and in the other show.
And Howard was a gambler.
He was everywhere,
was
wasn't
He
he?
was a
Everywhere.
gambler. And he was Doolittle's
And
pal.
he was a no, he was
Doolittle.
He was one of Jamie's buddies.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, one
Doolittle's
of
buddy.
Doolittle's
Doolittle's
buddies.
pal. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was good. Turn around, let everybody see the backs of you. And so, isn't that nice? All these costumes were designed and made by Verna plus some other
Oh, yes,
seamstresses.
yes, we had.
Yeah, they were designed
Okay,
by
thank you very much.
That's good
next
to
group.
remember names.
Now, you all may have to move around just a little more. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, here's Laura Federer, also a gambler. Bob Zeikowitz was a star. He was
Cockney and an ascot.
well,
He
but
was a vendor.
He was a
vendor.
bad boy in the
Oh,
And
yes.
he was a bad boy.
He used to be a bad boy, but now he's a better or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he became a vendor.
And now there's Gretchen Kitt, who was our general in the previous exhibit, and she now is one of the ascot ladies. And we're happy to have all three of you. Turn around. Let's see the backs of your gowns and everything. This is just terrific. This hat was, or turn back around. These are two of the favorite hats. We had people wanting to buy these hats,
Yes.
especially yours, Gretchen. And this one, Verna always said this one was her favorite, but
Yep.
every one she'd make, she'd say, this is my favorite. She liked the feathers in this one.
Yes, I did.
Oh, beautiful.
So anyway, okay, you all can come on around. No, Bob, thank you very much doing
Thank
that
you.
nice
You look
bow.
gorgeous.
Come this way, please, around behind me, and just stand for a few minutes. I don't know what kind of time we have. Anybody know?
Got 10 more minutes, I think.
Does anybody know what time we have? 10 more minutes. Oh, we're only halfway. Oh, well, then we better see some video of the
show.
the real show.
Yeah,
Because there were many other costumes. We just couldn't
Oh,
have
yes,
them here.
yes.
And
Exactly.
I think if you see some of them. Now here we go.
Oh, that's ascot again.
I want to especially get Ernie in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the leader. That's ascot.
That's Oscar Olson.
Yeah, there's Oscar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
And there's
great.
Mal and Francis and
Ruth.
Ruth Damasco
Thank
and
you.
Howard Boxpress.
Ginny King.
Trying to look as snooty as possible.
Yes, of course. They are snooty.
That was always.
Okay, okay. Hi, I just wanted to cut that short because we want to fast forward the video a little to show some of the other costuming, especially the Get Me to the Church on Time number that featured Ernie Salt and many of the other.
And everybody's on stage.
Everybody.
Yeah, it was a whole, it was
Yeah,
like a
yes.
curtain call almost.
Yeah.
So we want to fast forward to that if we can. And, you know, we couldn't have Ernie here today, but he had costumes galore.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
He looked like a
changing.
dirty old dustman.
He was a dirty old dustman till he changed for the wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. And then he became
And his
a
costume
moral,
was a leather flap. Really.
Yes.
On the back of his head.
Yes, really.
But he had his own little corner because he was a star, so he could change his costumes in a little, his private corner.
Yeah, he did have his own little corner. Backstage, I don't know if can the audience hear us. Backstage, the way backstage is we had it all divided off for the men only. The women had so many costumes that they had to take.
Both.
Here we are back. Let's watch this.
Okay.
Eliza, stand on your own 2 feet. You're a
and see me turned off this morning. St. George's, 10 o'clock. I wouldn't advise it. You're sure you're welcome. No, thank you, Dad. Good luck, Dad.
Come along, Elfie.
How much time do I have left?
There's just a few more hours. That's all the time you've got. A few more hours before the time of night.
There are drinks and girls all over London. And I gotta track them down in just a few more hours. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, it's gonna chime. Pull out the stopper, let's have a whopper, but get me to the church on time. I'm getting married in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime.
Here we are back in the studio, and those of you who missed the show, I'm really sorry because it was one of our very best that we've ever done. And we're panning now just to the hats and the costumes. And you have anything else you want to talk about, Verna, with these costumes?
No, just I'm
How many
glad-
shows have you costumed?
Oh, I have no idea. I have never counted.
Did you costume this show before?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
where?
In Detroit and also in when we moved to Florida. One was for a little theater, about the equal of Little Theater of Alexandria, and the other one was a group of people in this little town where I lived. And then, I did it for the high school too, but they borrowed stuff
see.
from each other.
Well, maybe we should rent these costumes out and get a little money.
Yes.
Ray, were you interested in theater at all before you started working
No,
here?
just as a spectator.
As a
I
spectator.
never did anything. I was just drafted 8 years ago by Ginny King, I remember. She said, "You do the wardrobe." I said, "What, the wardrobe?" "Well, you do the wardrobe." And I've been doing it ever since, taking care of the costumes.
And every year we both say,
it was
"This is
never
it,
again."
never again."
Well, we're back here on me, and I'm trying to figure out why. Well, we have 5 minutes? Oh, she just wants us to keep. I can't quite get the signals today. What I do want to know is, can the Mission Dolls come back in for a second and just see them for one more time?
Here they come.
So
Here
we
they
can.
come.
Yeah, come on in here one more time so the audience doesn't forget your lovely face. Yes, you are. This is fine.
We sort of dwindled.
Uh-oh, you lost some of your, see? Some of them,
Where are the others?
some of them came, why don't you stand over by her, by your wife, Sim?
Without your
There you go, that's a good picture. So where you lost some of your mission girls?
They went to choristers.
All right, all right, we'll excuse them.
In their
Why don't you
costume?
all come back around here behind me?
They took their costumes with them? They took their costumes?
They took their costumes to
They
choristers.
better bring them back.
They went in singing "Follow the Fold." Whatever. Isn't this a gorgeous? I'm so pleased that all of you came today and were willing to just yet again wake up. Oh, Ray, by the way, had to sleep in the dressing room overnight because she's a
That's
late
not true.
riser.
Right.
And she said, "Well, I'll never get up by 9 o'clock." So she says she's going to sleep in the dressing room. Now I don't know if she did. I didn't.
No, I woke up at 6:30.
What'd you say?
She ironed for 4
She
hours.
did. She ironed for
four.
2 hours, ironing all these
Not
things.
this morning, yesterday.
You know, we pulled them out of wardrobe. We had already filed them away
Yeah.
when we decided to do this show. So we had to pull
Yeah,
We
it.
have
Yeah.
no place to hang anything so that it will not wrinkle. It just
so they-
gets.
Well,
You
our
were in the
next
boxes.
show, by the way, is not going to be a highly costumed show.
No, it will not.
So you need to get your fill now, because the next show is a drama,
Courtroom.
a courtroom drama, and so it's going to be more contemporary attire, we think.
Oh,
It's not a period piece.
No.
And it's called the Night of January 16th. It's by Anne Rand, and it will be our fall production. And there may even be some twists of having the audience
Participate, yeah.
participating in the show.